Hi Cardinals, today we're going to look back at our team numbers and our number sentences and number bonds so we can reach the learning target that says I can represent team number decompositions as 10 ones and some more ones. That means that we're going to start with the whole amount, then we're going to find the two parts. With our whole is part plus part. Then we're going to step it up a notch and we're going to find a hidden part. So we're going to start off today before we reach that learning target with some of our fluency activities. We're going to start with those dot cards of 7 again. Look at this amount. How much do you see? 7. One way we can make 7 is to do 6 and 1. 6 and 1 makes 7. If I was going to write that into a number sentence, I would say 6 plus 1 equals 7. Let's see if we can do another dot card. How do you see 7? Good job. I see a group of 5 and a group of 2. 5 and 2 make 7. This is just a group of 7 dots in a row. This isn't broken up into two groups. So I could say 7 and 0 make 7. If I was going to put this into a number bond, what would my whole amount be? 7. Can you tell me the two parts? Yes, one part would be 7. The other part would be 0. 7 and 0 makes 7. Excellent job. Can you think of a number bond to go with this picture? What would your whole amount be? 7. What would your two parts be? One part could come from here, and one part could come from here. So what would this part be? 4. What would the other part be? 3. Excellent job, Cardinals. You did a great job with your dot cards making number bonds and number sentences. Now let's practice counting. We're going to count from 11 to 20 forward the say 10 way. So we would say 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, 10, 6, 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9, 2 10s. Now let's count backward from 210 back to 11. We say 2 10s, 10, 9, 10, 8, 10, 7, 10, 6, 10, 5, 10, 4, 10, 3, 10, 2, 10, 1. Great job counting the say 10 way. Now instead of saying the say 10 numbers, let's say our teenage numbers. Start at 11 and count on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's count backward from 20 to 11. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Good job. What a great job you're doing counting. How do you feel about switching between the say 10 way and the regular counting way? I hope it's getting easier for you. Now let's be mathematician magicians as we look at our application problem. We want to use our very best problem-solving skills as we figure out what's important in the story to help us solve our problem. Listen to our story problem. Peter saw 8 puppies at the pet store in a cozy cage. Stop. Did you hear anything important? Yes, 8 puppies. While he was watching them, 2 hid in a little box. Stop. Did you hear anything important? Yes, I heard the number 2 as well. But then I have to look at this word hid. If they hid in a little box, it means they went away and he can't see them anymore. So I have to think, if something is going away, then I might have to use take it away. Friends, minus. Let's listen to the rest of our story to figure out what we need to do. How many puppies could Peter see then? Draw a picture, write a number bond, and number sentence to match the story. Let's think. How many puppies did he see first? 8. So we need to start with our whole amount of 8. We have 8 circles for our 8 puppies. How did we put our 8 circles? The 5 group way. 5, stop, return, sweep. Then it says 2 hid in a little box. How many do we need to take away and hide in the box? 2. 1, 2. How many puppies are left that he could see? 6. Great job. Let's make a number bond to match our story. What are the 2 parts? One part comes from the puppies he can still see, so that part is 6. The other part comes from the puppies that are hiding in the box, so that part is 2. Now I have to think, how many are all together? What was the whole amount? 8. Very good. We see 6 and 2 make 8. Or 8, take away 2, leaves 6. Does this match? Let's think about our number sentence. He started off with 8 puppies. 2 puppies went away. How many puppies are left? I should see 8, take away 2, leaves 6. Great job, Cardinals. Now we're going to look at our learning target about decomposing teen numbers using our number sentences and finding hidden parts. We're going to start off with a group of 12. We have 12 as our whole amount. If 12 is our whole amount, what are our 2 parts for our teen numbers? Yes, our parts would be a group of 10 and a group of 2. So my number bond should have 12 as the whole amount, 10 as one part, 2 as the other. 10 and 2 make 12. Now I'm going to need to fill in my number sentence to match. I have 12 is the whole amount. What are my missing parts? One part comes from here. This is a group of 10. So one of my parts is 10. My other part comes from here. This is 2. So my missing part is 2. I'll say 12 equals 10 plus 2. I could even say 12 is 10 plus 2. Great job. Now let's play a game. I'm going to hide one of the parts from you. You're going to have to figure out what part is hiding. Then we'll fill out our number sentences to find the missing part. Ready? Close your eyes. No peeking. Ready? Abracadabra. Open! What part is hiding? We have 12. We have 10. What part are we missing? We're missing 2. Great job. How can I fill in my number sentence to find the missing part? 12 equals 10 plus 2. Excellent job. Let's check. You were right. Does it match? Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Let's play a game. This time I'm going to hide another part. Close your eyes. Abracadabra. Open! What's our hidden part? I have 12 as the whole amount. I have a group of 2. What group is missing? 10. I'm missing the group of 10. My number sentence says 12 equals 2 plus. What's our missing part? 10. Great job. Now let's practice using our number bonds and number sentences with our whole amounts. We'll have to use our number bonds and number sentences to help us find our missing parts. Let's look at the first one together. Our whole amount was 11. One part was 10, but we were missing the other part. I know that 11 is 10, 1, so we must be missing the 1. Then in my number sentences, first I see the whole is first. So it's 11 equals 10 plus, the missing part was 1. Underneath, I see that the parts are first. So I say part plus part equals the whole amount. 10 plus, missing part was 1, equals 11. Can you help me find the missing parts of our next number bonds and number sentences? What is this whole amount? 12. Think with your mind. What are the 2 parts of 12? 10 and 2. 10 and 2 make 12. Excuse my handwriting. Let's see if even on the computer I can make that a little better and a little easier to read. So in my number sentences, first I see 12 is first. Then I see the equals. So I know I have to write 12 equals 10 plus, what's the missing part? 2. Good job. Now I see the whole amounts at the end, so my parts go first. 10 plus equals 12. What's the missing part? 2. Great job. Let's look at another Number bond. Uh-oh, in this number bond, I only see my group of 10. I'm missing my whole and my part. Let's look at the number sentence to see if we can find any missing numbers. 13 equals 10 plus blank. Did we find the part or the whole amount? We found the whole amount. What was that whole amount? 13. So in the top of our number bond for the whole amount, we write 13. Now we're still missing a part. Can you think, if I have 10, what do I need to get to 13? Think about your hide 0 cards. Yes, I need 3. 10. 3 makes 13. Let's look at our number sentence. 13 equals 10 plus 3. Great job, Cardinals. Now let's look at it the other way. 10 plus blank equals 13. What is our missing amount? 3. Good job. Look at the next number bond. I have 2 parts, but I don't have the whole amount. Think about your hide 0 cards. The 5 hides the 0. What's our teen amount? 15. Great job. I see the 15 at the end of this number sentence, so I know my parts go first. Part plus part makes the whole. What's the missing part? 10. 10 plus 5 equals 15. So 15 equals 10 plus 5. You are so smart. I am so proud of you. Look at our last 2 problems. Maybe you can get a piece of paper, a dry erase marker, or something fun with which to write and work the last 2 problems on your own. Pause the video and see if you can figure out the missing parts. Did you get them? Let's check your work. I have 17 here as the whole amount. If I think about my hide 0 cards, I know the 1 doesn't mean 1. The 1 means 10. So I'll pull down 1 part as a group of 10. Then I know the 7 is my 1s left over. So that has to be my other part. 10, 7 makes 17. When I look at my number sentences, I see the 17 is last. So my parts have to go first. They've given me the part of 7, so my missing part has to be 10. I should have written 10 plus 7 equals 17. Then, on my next one, I say the 17 is first. So I should have said 17 equals 10 plus 7. Grade yourself on that problem. How did you do? Great job. I know you're rocking it out with these number bonds and number sentences. You are such a great mathematician magician. Let's see how you did on the last problem. This is another one where I'm only given the group of 10 in the number bond. So I need to look at the story, not the story problem, but the number sentence to figure out the whole amount. Here I see the whole amounts at the end. The whole amount is 18. So in my number bond, I fill in the whole as 18. Hopefully with a little better handwriting since you're not writing on a computer. Well, let me try that again. 18. If 18 is my whole amount and 10 is one of my parts, My other part has to be 8. So my number sentences should read 10 plus 8 equals 18, or 18 plus 10, or 18 equals 10 plus 8. Now I have a challenge for you. I want you to look at this number bond. Let's pretend that you had a friend in a younger grade. They had this number bond. They put 20 is 2 and 0. Grade their number bond. Is it correct? What's wrong with it? Can you figure out where they went wrong? Can you write a number bond to correct them? The whole amount is still 20. What would your two parts be, thinking about your groups of 10? Yes, your two parts would be 10 and 10. They looked at this and said, this is a 2, so they pulled down the 2. This is a 0, so they pulled down the 0. They didn't understand that the number 20 actually means 2 groups of 10. To correct them, you would have to say, you don't pull down the 2, you think of it as 2 tens. So your parts would be 10 and 10. I'm so proud of you. That was a really tricky problem to try to solve. I'm glad you were able to do it. If that tricked you as well, that's okay. We're just going to keep learning. I want you to look back at your problem set. Let's look at the first two problems. How are these first two problems the same? They both gave us the whole amounts. How are these problems different? One of them gave us our group of 10. One of them didn't give us any of our parts. Great job, Cardinals. If you would like to do more practice on your own, maybe here are some number bonds with some missing parts or whole amounts that you can try to figure out. You can write them down on a piece of paper, you can write them with chalk, you can write them in shaving cream, whatever you think is fun, and you get your parents' permission. Try your best. I love you. I'm proud of you. Think about how well you're doing with these number bonds and number sentences. Today was a little tricky, having to find hidden parts, but I know you are a mathematician magician. Kiss your brains. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, love bugs.